Hey you guys, welcome to your bi-weekly love reading. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising for the weeks of November 1st through the 16th, 2019. So I have already shuffled and cut the cards. Let's go ahead and begin here. I want to thank you guys for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. I ask that you all please continue to do so. Remember, these are general readings, so they may or may not resonate, but hopefully they give you some clarity. And also, happy Halloween. Today is Halloween. If you're wanting to purchase your personal or private readings, you can email TemajTarot@gmail.com. That information's in the description box below. Payments are collected on Fridays, so make sure to email me so you can get that information out. And then, yeah, and also if you have the information already, you can definitely make your payment. Phone calls are processed a little differently, so I normally post a notification when I'm taking phone calls. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started here. So we have the central issue, heart of the matter, as the Hermit. We have the Magician, the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Six of Pentacles, the King of Swords, Ace of Swords, Five of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles. So, central issue here. I feel like you guys have been doing a lot of soul searching. You've been researching a lot about astrology. You've been researching a lot about manifestation, like does it really work? I feel like there are a lot of things that you've been just kind of learning about yourself and spending a lot of time alone as opposed to focusing on love or romance, even though it's still in the back of your minds. Because for some of you, you're wondering, is it something that is promised to you? Especially if you study astrology, maybe you're, looking at that chart and trying to see, like, what are the issues here? What are causing me problems? What's preventing me from finding love? Is there anything I can do? So I feel like you're doing a lot of psychoanalysis or a psychoanalyzing here. You are also just doing a lot of self-help methods. You may also be trying to learn how to create your own reality or create some sort of love baths. Maybe you're dabbling into spell work so that you can channel love or bring love towards you. So I feel like you're trying to make something, put something into, or make something materialize, basically. As a warning, I would say be aware of any new love interest because someone is wearing a mask some type of way. More than likely, this person has a family that they're still committed to. Maybe you're doing your own research. Maybe you're going online trying to see if you can find out any information. So as a heads up, yeah, just be careful because someone that you're interested in may already be in a relationship. Maybe they're unhappy, but either way, they shouldn't lie about it. They should express to you exactly what's going on. Yeah. Something else I was getting from this. Some of you are trying to figure out exactly what it is that you really want for a long-term relationship. Like you're really trying to figure things out, like what does it take to establish or to have that stability. Also, I'm seeing forgiveness in a situation. So I don't know what could have happened in the past, whether you're in a relationship or you just had a love interest, but there seems to be some sort of forgiveness going on. And I also feel that you are becoming more balanced within yourself. You're becoming more aware, too, the things that you're learning about, the experiences that you've gone through. It's bringing something to your awareness, which is also kind of balancing out your karma. This also looks like someone is at a distance or far away, but kind of observing you or snooping on you. It's not like creepy like Seven of Swords, but this is someone who I feel like is genuinely interested. It could be an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Also could be dealing with a Virgo. But yeah, it looks like there's going to also be some sort of communication. Maybe you've already put something out there, like you put it out there how you felt, and now you're just waiting for a response. Or someone has already responded and the feeling is mutual. This also reminds me of the Justice card, which comes off as some sort of spiritual contract. I feel like your faith is being restored, or you're receiving something very valuable, which maybe is communication. Like maybe you value communication a lot. And if you don't have it, you just feel like, well, what do we have if there's no communication? So maybe that is something that is very valuable to you. The ability to communicate and understand one another. And I feel like if you don't get that, you just feel, I don't know. You feel like there's no foundation, or you start losing faith in your relationship or any type of love interest that you had. And I don't know what happens. It also just looks like some sort of shift. Like 1 minute there's a nice back and forth conversation or back and forth and communicating. And then I don't know if someone says something that makes someone very distant or guarded towards the other person. It's just like, oh, okay, well, if that's how you feel, I could play that game too. So someone gets right in the pig pen with you, or you join somebody in their pig pen. Meaning we're stooping to a lower level. You know, we're allowing our egos to consume us and take over. So I get two people who become distant or hostile towards one another. I feel like there's going to be some sort of miscommunication, rather. I feel like someone also doesn't know how to say that they're hurt or that they need help. Like the way this person expresses their feelings comes off very cold and distant or mean. What they're saying doesn't match up. Someone is acting very different from what you perceive them as. So there's some sort of mixed signals going on. And more so in a way where 1 minute you think you're connecting with someone, and the way they're acting, it's like they're acting like they don't like you. And it's just like, where's this coming from? I thought we just had a moment, or we were just connecting, but now you're acting really weird or distant. So you are either doing that to someone, or someone is doing that to you. So I think someone becomes very guarded with their feelings or their emotions for whatever reason. I also feel like someone does something just to be mean or payback, some sort of revenge. Wants you to know how it feels to be ignored or put down or something. Belittled. It's an immature way of doing things, or maybe you are doing that. You're like, let me show you what it's like. So let me clarify the Five of Pentacles here. Okay, so somebody lost a job, and it's weird. Okay, let's say you were connecting with someone, things are going well, and then all of a sudden this person gets weird on you. It makes me feel like someone lost their job. So like they lost some sense of confidence or identity. And now someone feels like they're not worthy. They're like, how can I talk to this person if I don't have a job? How can I talk to this person if I don't have transportation? How can I talk to this person without this, that, and the other? So I feel like someone is feeling inadequate, and so they just get really weird or distant, and they start putting themselves down, so they, in turn, push you away. Now, the story can go the other way around as well, but it depends on who the pursuer is. There is a need for someone to re-strategize. They're working on something. They're like, that didn't work. Now, I also feel like if someone is playing mind games, like for instance, someone is pretending to be one person on the internet, but that's not them, but they thought that you were going to acknowledge them or engage in conversation with them, but you don't. I feel like someone is just like, oh, that plan failed. Let me go back to the drawing board. So someone is probably also trying to communicate with you indirectly, but it's like a stupid plan, or it's a bad plan, or unless that's what you did. Maybe you were trying to catfish somebody. You're like, let me use a profile of this girl. She looks like Rihanna, let me see if I'll talk to them this way. And you find out that the person's not shallow. It's like, yeah, you're pretty, but I'm not shallow like that. Like, I don't know. Or maybe it's like as far as a woman, like I keep saying, like guys, they've been doing it this week. They've been sending me the D pics. And I'm like, okay, what's in the air? I know it's having something to do with a transit, but yeah, I just spoke about this in another video. But yeah, guys have been sending me the D pics. And I'm like, okay, that's nice. Yeah, I like that size. But what else you got? Like, what else? And I'm thinking that they're assuming that just because I make a lot of memes about how I like Big D, that's the way to get to me. That's not the way to get to me. That's next. That's like, okay, after some sort of emotional or intellectual connection has been established, then we can go there. But it's like, if I'm not feeling that, like, I don't give a shit. Like, you can have the most beautiful package ever, but if there's nothing attached to it, it's not going any further. I will shut you down. I will block you. I will, whatever the case. Like, and even so, I don't even like that as a first connection. Like, really? That's your first line? I mean, that's like if you go to a party, that's what you do? You pull me in a corner and whip it out? Like, seriously? If you're not going to approach me at a party that way, don't approach me in a DM that way. So I feel like someone feels like, damn, I thought by showing this person my pussy or my dick or, whatever the case, women too. There's a lot of women that like to just DM somebody, especially somebody with status. And this person looks like they have status. She's showing a picture of her breast, like that's the first picture. Let's just use Dave East as an example. Say you love Dave East. And you're like, I'm just going to send him a picture of my breast. Dave East is like, okay, like, do you know how many pictures I get like that a day? Like, come at me better than that. Maybe if you would have came real, I would have responded. So somebody is kind of like, it takes more than that. And then, like I'm saying, even if this isn't something new and it's somebody that you actually know and they were trying to come back to you by using a different profile, I just feel like somebody's plan just fails and somebody's like, okay, let me go back to the drawing board. So someone is, if you are the one being pursued, there is someone wanting to connect with you, wanting to talk with you, but they're sending either mixed signals or the way they tried to approach you in the first place. See, Seven of Swords is not, it's not working. They need to come at you better than that. Someone needs to come at you more directly or with the truth, or they need to lose the ego. I feel like the ego maybe they have too much ego about the wrong thing. I don't know. Like there's a misinterpretation or being misread or something. So hopefully those messages make sense. Feel free to leave your comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Many blessings to you.